What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, B-Boy Snapshot TV. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight I'll give you guys my WWE Smackdown review on how. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video before you hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. Follow my social media down below in the description. And go check out my AEW Dynamite review on how that I posted on Wednesday. And let's get started. The WWE Smackdown was a pretty good show. And that's all I have to say. Smackdown was live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. Commentary with Corey Graves and Wade Barrett. All right, live from New York is WWE Smackdown. We kick off with the recap from last week, which saw a beatdown from the debut in Jacob Fatu, allowing the Bloodline to stand tall. We cut to the parking lot where Paul Heyman meets the Bloodline, with Paul Heyman wondering where Jacob Fatu is before they head to the entranceway, only for the screen to reveal Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens have arrived for revenge. They make a beeline for the ramp and go after the Bloodline, bringing them to ringside. It's absolute chaos at ringside now, with Kevin Owens getting the drop on Tonga Loa before Nick Aldis run down with security to get things under control as we go to commercial break. Oh, this was a wild start to kick off SmackDown. It says wild start to wild start to the night with the Bloodline getting attacked by Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. Pop for the Kevin Owens drop on Tonga Loa, especially a fun way to kick things off in Madison Square Garden #SmackDown. And I like that Kevin Owens jumped off the guardrail and landed on Tonga Loa on the table. That was fire. All right, let me continue. Commercial break. We're back at ringside where Nick Aldis is trying to calm down Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton to seemingly know of all. Nick Aldis directs a guard to enter the ring, but he takes an RKO from the Viper Randy Orton, leading to the rest of security rushing in, only to find themselves in a brawl with the trio. The three cleared the ring with one guard remaining, who takes a stunner and RKO and a crossroads. Cody Rhodes as Nick Aldis storms up the ramp to the back. The crowd chants for the trios as Kevin Owens, Randy Orton run down the Bloodline, promising to put them down for good. At Money in the Bank, Cody Rhodes says the Bloodline sees three victims, but the champ doesn't see it that way. He sees his friend Kevin Owens, a 14-time world champion, the man responsible for Cody standing there, the legend killer Randy Orton and a sold out arena in Madison Square Garden. The way he sees it, he should be defending his championship, but instead he's fighting a war he thought he finished at WrestleMania. Nick Aldis returned to ringside with New York finest as Cody Rhodes tells Solo he doesn't know why they're calling themselves the Bloodline. He doesn't see a boss or a tribal chief. He sees a filler. Cody Rhodes' music hits as the trio finally oblige in leaving the arena. Things finally settle down as commentary run down the upcoming qualifying matches for Money in the Bank for tonight's show before we go to commercial break. And we saw the NYPD police at SmackDown. So we saw the NYPD police there, and that gets followed up with an impassioned promo from the three, particularly with Cody Rhodes running down Solo Sikoa ahead of their six-man tag match at Money in the Bank. And where is Jacob Fatu #SmackDown? All right, commercial break. We get a view of New York amidst the program ads, followed by a recap of what went down moments ago to kick off, kick yeah, moments to kick the show off. Backstage, NYPD is escorting Randy Orton and Kevin Owens to the parking lot as Nick Aldis declines to comment before the trio gets in the vehicle to leave the arena. Backstage at ringside, Tiffany Stratton makes her way to the ring for our opening match. Out next is Candice LeRae, already breaking last week's pattern of one parti- particip- participant. I'm sorry, part participant having no entrance as Candice has heads to the ring. Rounding out the participants is Jay Cargill making her way to the ring before this Money in the Bank qualifying match gets underway. So we get the women's Money in the Bank qualifying match: Candice LeRae versus Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. This is a triple threat match, and this triple threat match, this was a solid triple threat match. All right, Candice LeRae and Tiffany Stratton take turns going after the common target of Jade Cargill, each trying to wear her down. Jade Cargill gets brought to her feet, but counts out of a double suplex before taking both women down to the mat. Big Thirst kick takes Tiffany Stratton out of the ring as Jade Cargill focuses on Candice LeRae, hosting her up for a press slam that sends her to Tiffany Stratton on the outside. Nia Jax makes her way to ringside, but is cut off by Bianca Belair, who starts arguing with the Queen as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Why was Nia Jax out there? I don't know. But anyway, let me continue. Back at ringside, Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae regain control of their match after Tiffany Stratton takes to the ropes, only for Candice to take her down with a clothesline. Jade Cargill gets back to her feet as Candice LeRae hits Tiffany Stratton with a DDT, only for Jade Cargill to break up the pin. Tiffany Stratton takes control again, sending Jade Cargill and Candice LeRae to the corner for a handspring back elbow on Jade Cargill, but Candice LeRae evades. Candice LeRae fights back, but is dropped down hard by Tiffany Stratton for the cover, but only for Candice LeRae to kick out. Candice LeRae goes after Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill until Jade Cargill gets to her feet, sending Candice LeRae to the corner before sending Tiffany Stratton to the opposite side. Jade Cargill builds up momentum before getting sent to the outside by Tiffany Stratton, where Nia Jax looks to get involved until Bianca Belair and the referee intervene. Indy Hartwell shows Jade Cargill into the ring post, causing Bianca Belair to give chase as back in the ring. Candice LeRae gets a near fall off an inside cradle, only for Tiffany Stratton to fight back with a prettiest moonsault ever to score the pin in the win. The winner by pinfall and advances to the women's Money in the Bank match, Tiffany Stratton. This was a solid triple threat match. We cut backstage where Naomi warms up for her match until Bayley stops by to say hi. They address the possibility of Naomi winning Money in the Bank and potentially cashing in when Belair Davenport interrupts to run both women down before escaping their revenge as we go to commercial break. Solid opening match here, some smart booking with the involvement of Nia Jax and Indy Hartwell to protect Jade Cargill as Tiffany Stratton advanced to the women's Money in the Bank match. Hashtag SmackDown. So we go to commercial break. We cut backstage where Mitchin talks to Nick Aldis about a match against Nia Jax before the Street Profits address a match of their own to Noah Ball from the SmackDown gym. Pretty Deadly arrived with a pitch for Nick Aldis for a musical which gets some grief from the Street Profits, who offer a pitch of their own for a match against Pretty Deadly. Progressive match flowed. LA Knight wants a shot at the United States Championship, but Santos Escobar and Logan Paul attack him ahead of their Money in the Bank qualifier tonight. Back at ringside, Santos Escobar steps out alongside Legado and Fantasma before heading down the ramp alone for our next match. Out next is LA Knight as eager to take out Logan Paul and get another shot at United States Championship as he's to qualify for Money in the Bank as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. A look back at this week's announcement regarding Indianapolis receiving three major PLE brings us back to the show, cutting backstage for a chat between Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. Paul Heyman says that Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Kevin Owens have been escorted away before asking Solo where Jacob are to. Solo Sikoa says he's here. Paul Heyman. He listens to him. Paul Heyman said Fatu was too dangerous, so he is not here tonight. That's why Paul Heyman is Solo's wise man, and that's why tonight is all about. Really curious chat between Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa, who says he's taking the wise man advice and keeping Jacob Fatu away tonight. ahead of the Bloodline acknowledgement ceremony. Hashtag SmackDown. Back at ringside, Logan Paul makes his way to the ring with so much crowd heat that the Fox Fed keeps blocking out. Luckily, we're able to hear about Logan Paul performing in Madison Square Garden before bringing out a man who actually knows about winning at the arena. Tyrese Helen Halliburton Burton of the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese stares down Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks as Logan Paul enters the ring, and this match gets underway. So we get men's Money in the Bank qualifier match: LA Knight versus Logan Paul versus Santos Escobar in the triple threat match. And this triple threat match, man, this was a pretty good triple threat match. This was pretty good. Logan Paul and Santos Escobar immediately target LA Knight, both men wearing him down before Escobar looks to get one over by taking LA Knight with a head scissors. Logan Paul sends Escobar out before attacking LA Knight for a cover, but only gets a near fall for his troubles. LA Knight starts to fight back now, taking the ropes to send Logan Paul crashing to the mat. LA Knight sends Logan Paul to the ropes now, but Logan Paul hits him with a big kick before sending LA Knight out of the ring. Logan Paul up at the Money in the Bank briefcase before leaping over the ropes for a dive on LA Knight, only for both men to get taken down by Escobar, who stands tall with a smile as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Back at ringside, Logan Paul gets his head slammed against the announcer table by LA Knight before Escobar intervenes once again, this time sending LA Knight back into the ring. The two fight on the top turnbuckle before Santos hits a hurricanrana for a near fall. Logan Paul is back in the ring, hitting a alley hoop that Big Show would be proud of on Escobar and sending him onto LA Knight, only to have to break up the pinfall. Escobar nearly gets on LA Knight. Logan Paul with a cover of his own, but LA Knight kicks out to stay in the match. LA Knight and Logan Paul are on their feet with commentary muted thanks to sinister, not sinister, censorship as both men trade blows until Escobar manages to intervene. Once again, LA Knight takes Santos down hard, however, follow up with an elbow drop. LA Knight catches Logan Paul in the corner with a boot, but Escobar drops him with a platinum a phantom driver for a cover, only for Logan Paul to break it up. Escobar goes after Logan Paul now, taking him to the corner as the audio gets muted once again, laying into the U.S. champion until LA Knight catches Escobar with a big suplex. But the champion takes the opening creates, hitting a swanton bomb on LA Knight for the cover, but LA Knight kicks out. Logan Paul tells Tyrese to get the brass knuckles from the Estrelates associates at ringside, but Jalen hops the barricade to intervene. Officials rush to ringside to stop a brawl between the basketball stars, and this gives Escobar an opening as he catches Logan Paul in the corner with a double knee. LA Knight takes Santos out with the BFT only to be rolled up by Logan Paul, who gets caught with a pin by LA Knight to score the victory. The winner by pinfall advances to the men's Money in the Bank match, LA Knight. And this was a pretty good triple threat match. But I must say, Logan Paul is one of the worst United States champion in WWE. And you guys have to agree with me down below in the comment section. But let me say this one more time. Logan Paul is one of the worst United States champion in WWE. That's all I have to say, and that's facts. But anyway, let me move on. Tyrese enters the ring with the brass knucks, but Jalen enters with a steel chair to even the odds before the Pacer star and the U.S. champ escapes to regroup on the ramp. I would love to see Tyrese and Jalen Bronson fight. That would be the best that would be the best in WWE history, but that didn't happen. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Enjoy this Money in the Bank qualifier. LA Knight win is subvertive my expectations. Big win to head to the men's Money in the Bank match. Fun little bit with the NBA stars as well. Slide Side note, I'm gonna miss the as ease of watching this show on Fox, but not the censorship of network TV. LOL. Hashtag SmackDown. Backstage, Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews talk about what they just saw before arguing about who will advance. They interrupted by Carmelo Hayes, who wants to become Mellow in the Bank, as we cut away. Alright, it says RP Silka, Sika, RP Sika, hashtag SmackDown. It was so sad to hear Sika passed away, man. My thoughts and prayers go out to Sika's family, and that's all I gotta say, man. RP to Sika, man. But let me continue. Commercial break. Video package. Andrade has his eyes on the Money in the Bank with the promise of not just taking the briefcase, but taking everything. Back at ringside, Belair Davenport makes her way to the ring for our next match. Indy Hartwell is already in the ring as Naomi makes her way to the ring before this match gets underway. That ain't give Indy Hartwell no entrance music. That it is what it is. So we get the women's Money in the Bank qualified triple threat match: Naomi versus Baylor Davenport and Indy Hartwell. And this match right here, it was okay match for what it was. This was okay match what it was. Indy Hartwell and Davenport go after Naomi at the opening bell, but the alliance breaks down quickly as Davenport gets a roll up on Hartwell for a near fall. Hartwell turns things around, focus on Naomi with a powerbomb for a near fall of her own before the action spills to the ring, where Davenport lays out Hartwell for the advantage as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. And why every time we see not here's my thing, hear me out. Why every time we have a triple threat match, why they always double teaming one person? It's every person for themselves in a triple threat match. I just don't get it, but I was just confused. Every time we see a triple threat match, they always double team one person. All right, let me continue. I said put this out there. But anyway, back at ringside, Davenport and Hartwell go at it until Naomi catches the ladder with a neckbreaker assisted by Davenport. This brings all three women to the mat, but Naomi is back up as she hits a crossbody on Davenport, turning her attention to Indy Hartwell and slamming her next to Belair Davenport for a double pin. But both her opponents kicked out. Davenport fights back, sending Naomi down with a spine buster, only for Indy to do the same to Bella Davenport for a double pin of her own for a near fall. Davenport ends up in the corner as Naomi takes both of them down, but Belair fights back with a Falcon Arrow for a near fall of her own. All three women are back on their feet, with Naomi eventually taking control with a heat seeker to the canvas, but Davenport takes advantage to lay into Naomi only for Indy to pull her out of the ring. Naomi gets brought out as well, but Jade Cargill gets revenge for it earlier by sending her into the ring post. She sends Indy back in the ring, where Naomi takes her down hard for the pin and the win to advance. The winner by pinfall and advancing to the women's Money in the Bank, Naomi. So I already knew that Jade Cargill was gonna get her get back earlier because Indy Hartwell attacked Jade Cargill. So Jade Cargill got her get back against Indy Hartwell. All right, let me move on. It says pretty good Money Bank qualifier. All told, main story of the match was Jade Cargill getting revenge on Indy Hartwell for earlier, but the win is still a big one for Naomi as she heads to the Women's Money in the Bank match. Hashtag SmackDown. All right, that was okay match. Okay, triple threat match. Not bad, but okay triple threat match. Let's go to commercial break. We look ahead to next week and the road to Money in the Bank in Toronto before running down matches for next week's SmackDown, including Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill taking on Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae and Street Profits facing Pretty Deadly. We also find out that A Town Down Under face DIY for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Backstage, DIY addressed the tag title match before Austin Theory interjects, saying he had time to think about what they've been telling him and what they did. DIY point out that Grayson Waller has been pulling Theory in their way, but Grayson Waller blindsides them to interrupt the proceedings. DIY get left lane as we cut to a recap from earlier tonight and the fight between the Bloodline and Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. We head back to ringside as the Bloodline makes their way to the ring for the Bloodline acknowledgement ceremony. The group enters the ring as Paul Heyman calls for a microphone to a wave of boos from the crowd and a black out of the Fed thanks to whoever feels like being Steve Austin in 2024. Paul Heyman starts to introduce the group before Solo Sikoa motions for their microphone as the crowd chants "We want Roman." Solo Sikoa says before we get to that, he wants to introduce us to the newest member of the Bloodline, the Samoan Werewolf and Solo's enforcer, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu's entrance was fire. I love Jacob Fatu's entrance, but the song itself was kind of mid. But I enjoyed the entrance of Jacob Fatu, but I gave it a chance. The song itself was mid, but I was trying to catch on, but I was enjoying Jacob Fatu's entrance, and that's all I gotta say. I just want to put this out there for all my viewers to know. But anyway, let me continue. With stage graphics and music all ready to go, Jacob Fatu makes his way to the ring as Paul Heyman looks on from the ring, looking uneasy at the arrival of Jacob Fatu as he entered the ring before we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. We come back to ringside where Solo Sikoa tells Madison Square Garden to acknowledge him, and the screen cuts to black as clearly Madison Square Garden is doing so in unsavory manner. Solo Sikoa tells Tama Tonga to acknowledge him, to which Tama does, and does his brother Tonga Loa. The love of acknowledgement is shared by his enforcer, Jacob Fatu, before Solo turns his attention to Paul Heyman, who he tells to acknowledge him as well. Tongaloa unveils a leg similar to what was presented to Roman Reigns, which shocks Paul Heyman. As Solo Sikoa tells the wise men to acknowledge him, Paul Heyman looks shook as he holds the leg, telling Solo he loves him and he acknowledges that he is not Paul Heyman's tribal chief. The crowd pops as Solo Sikoa lays out Paul Heyman, telling him he loves him before directing Jacob Fatu to climb up with the Samoan werewolf taking flight from the top turnbuckle for a massive headbutt on Paul Heyman. The Bloodline takes Paul Heyman out of the ring and to the announcer table, putting him through it with a triple powerbomb as the crowd forced the Fox Fed to go mute once more. Jacob Fatu eventually picks up the leg and puts it on Solo Sikoa in acknowledgement. The quartet standing tall with their fingers to the sky as the crowd tells him how they feel to bring SmackDown to a close. That was a strong segment. That was a strong segment to close the show tonight. We finally reached the point where Paul Heyman makes his decisions regarding Solo Sikoa, and he pays the price for not choosing to stand with him as the new tribal chief. Hashtag SmackDown. And WWE SmackDown goes off the air. Let me give my honest opinion what I think about SmackDown. The way that Paul Heyman sold the triple power bomb, Paul Heyman's legs went Paul Heyman's legs was up in the air, and I just noticed that Paul Heyman sold that power bomb with pride, with a twist, and Paul Heyman did not even move after he got done. After the Bloodline triple power bomb, Paul Heyman threw a table. Paul Heyman did not move. The way that the Bloodline triple power bomb, Paul Heyman threw a table. His legs was up in the air and he did not move. He was laying sideways. Um, Props to Paul Heyman, man. I gotta give Paul Heyman his stripes, man. The way he sold that triple power bomb to a table, he took bumps on that spot, and I like that from Paul Heyman. But anyway, WWE SmackDown was a pretty good show, and enjoyed the show for what it was. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think of SmackDown, because SmackDown was a pretty good show. Like I stated earlier, if you guys join my WWE SmackDown review on highs, please give this video a big fat thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think of SmackDown, because it was a pretty good show for what it was, and that's all I gotta say. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this, and go check out my Wednesdays AEW Dynamite review on highlights because it's up on the channel. Follow my social media down below in the description, and I will make a YouTube short video, and I will make a announcement YouTube short video and show you guys 1000% full proof that I'm going to have an upcoming world premiere for my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. This your boy B-Boy Snapshot TV. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And shout outs to Antisocial Gamer for doing that giveaway in her stream because I was there along with Mama Mia Cats and OGK man and Smitty SOE Gaming. Shout out to Smitty SOE Gaming. Shout out to Social Gaming and shout out to Mama Mia Cats man. Shout out to Huncho Gaming man. And Bree Cheese, Ash Ketchum, Sardies, and everybody within the YouTube community, man. Shouts to everybody, man, for taking your time out of your night and just to watch my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. And that's all I gotta say. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I will see you guys in my world premiere at 4 o'clock Eastern time. And I will see you guys on my YouTube short video when I'm going to do an announcement to my subscribers YouTube short video. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody put you down. Just focus on your craft. And I'm all over the place. And I am all over the place, 12 places at once. And that's all I gotta say. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. If I don't have nothing to do tomorrow, I will go live on YouTube for some Fortnite. And that's all I gotta say. Anyway, have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive and stay safe and God bless your heart and souls to everybody within the YouTube community. That's all I gotta say. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.